Hi, I'm Bob Batcher, Executive Director of Prime Plus Senior Centers, and this is Prime Time with Live. And one thing I love about this show is I get to meet new people. And Michelle Phillips, who's been a huge supporter of Prime Plus through Optima, thank you for all of your time with us. Actually, I'm just kind of getting to know you. How you doing?
I'm good. Doing real well.
I guess I'm getting to know you through Zoom. Is that really getting to know somebody?
Yeah, I will. These days, yes. It's safer. If not, then you wouldn't really be able to see anybody because we'll be hidden behind masks.
I know it. Oh, and it is good to talk to somebody. I have nobody around me. How about you?
Yes, totally. Except for the two birds I talked about. That's it.
So you got birds?
Yes, parakeets. Yep.
All right.
And every time I Zoom, I have to take them out of the room because they like to talk with me as I talk. So.
Yeah, I had a Zoom meeting the other day with our board, and one of our board members just adopted a new dog. And obviously Zoom had been part of the dog's previous life because he knew exactly what to do.
Wow.
Yeah, he was looking right at the camera. So that's how we define life now as seniors, is how we relate to each other through Zoom.
Yes.
It's a new day, right?
Yep, exactly. Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to ask you, because we have a new day and Prime Plus is all about new beginnings, which we're going to talk about. But you were with, I don't know, I see Optima as synonymous with good health.
Yes.
Do I have it right?
Yes.
Because they've been part of my life since I came to Hampton Roads 20 some years ago.
Okay.
So,
where are you originally from, Bob? I never knew.
Oh, I'm all over the place. I was a military brat, and then I was a Red Cross brat, worked at Red Cross. So we moved here from Alabama.
Okay.
Up here. And I was with the city of Norfolk for 20 years, and yeah, we had a cool time. Because you've traveled around too, right? With Optima.
Right. Yeah. I'm originally from Ohio. I came here by way of Charlotte. I was in Charlotte for a couple of years before coming to Virginia.
Cool. Have you always been with Optima or healthcare?
Nope. So far I've been with Optima. It's going on the 8th year with Optima Health, and so I guess I'm the new Virginia now. I'm a Virginian, so I've been here 8 years now.
There you go. You know, we just did something in that 2 minutes that people are hungry for, and that's to get to know each other. And I know there's a lot of talk about people's stories, but getting to know each other through their stories, right?
Right, exactly.
So when COVID hit, what did Michelle Phillips venture out to do through Optima?
Well, through Optima, not until the actual vaccine. I'd say prior to everybody starting to be able to move around a little bit, I tried to get out information to people like puzzle books or anything to keep their mind active. Because with seniors, you're kind of stuck in a house. Some of us are okay with that. I'm myself an introvert. So,
Are you really?
I can stay in my house forever. But some people like that interaction all the time with people, so they're extroverts. And so, yeah. So what I did was I went around and I gave out puzzle books, and I'm still doing it till today because it's some seniors still don't feel safe going out. So I go to the communities, and then as I mentioned earlier to you, Norfolk. I chose to work with Norfolk. So some of the high rises there in Norfolk, where they are senior buildings, maybe even low income, look for those, give them puzzle books, hand sanitizers, masks, pass out whatever they can actually use and would be helpful, to them. So
to be able to make that connection.
Exactly. Yep. And as the weather changed, I noticed that more and more of them are sitting outside the building. So that's exciting. Everybody's excited about the spring is here and the weather's getting better. So they're sitting outside. So they're able to communicate a little bit more with each other, so where before it was just kind of, everybody was kind of secluded in their own place, even though they were in a building with a lot of other people, because the administrative people wanted to keep everybody safe. So to give them things they can do in their home to keep their minds sharp, like puzzles and stuff like that, would be, the ideal of what I was trying to get out there to them.
Yeah, and Michelle, now that Prime Plus is reopened and
Yes.
we're inviting people back, that what I'm finding though is that in the effort to stay safe, we became isolated.
Yes.
And by being isolated, now we're kind of venturing out, and if you haven't driven a car in a year,
That's right.
You're not going to jump in it and do 70 miles an hour, right?
No.
So in talking with people, are you finding that they're kind of apprehensive about maybe venturing out?
Um, Not some are, some aren't. Like now, like again with the weather change, they're just kind of just right there, sitting out there in the front just to enjoy the weather. So I think that's helpful. The vaccine is definitely helpful. People feeling a little bit more secure since they got the vaccine. There was another thing that I went out to do was try to get people registered because again, not everybody's on the internet. Not everybody has
Whoa.
an email address. So especially with seniors, a lot of them cannot, communicate that way or even sign up for the vaccine. So I did go to some of the communities and actually take my computer and register them at those locations just to make sure the health department knew about them and they can get in touch with them and call them because they have no other way of reaching out to them. So that was a very important thing to do. And I saw that I think it was a city council woman there in Norfolk. She was doing the same thing, which was great.
So
Yeah.
if somebody's watching this and they know somebody who can't watch this because they're scared of the computer,
Right.
give them a call on the landline
Yes,
and see if they've been vaccinated and then help them out, right?
exactly.
Because
Exactly.
I've talked with, and in fact, I'm on a committee in the city of Norfolk about the vaccination centers, and it's very easy to fall into that pattern of, well, just go online and click on that link. Well,
Right.
for a lot of seniors, a link is in the watch.
Right.
They don't know what. So yeah, it's a matter of just trying to make that phone call and make that connection.
Right. And that's a good thing to get out there to your community. They know the internet and they probably know some people who are not internet savvy. So, definitely reach out to them.
Right.
Takes a village, as they call it.
You got it. I had one of our members made a comment to me the other day that's really stuck with me. She said she feels like she's been sleepwalking,
Mm,
and now it's time to wake up.
yeah.
Yeah. So what would you suggest for someone who said it's time to wake up? What should they start doing?
Gardening. Hey, we talked about the garden
You
over
got to
there.
be garden at Prime
There you
Plus.
go. Get
There's a fine
outside.
line between gardening and weeding.
Right.
And I don't know the difference in what we should pull and what we shouldn't. So help
Right,
us.
right. Well, you know what? Any activity outside would be still great. I mean, you need to even walk, get the little steppers and just get out and walk. Take a walk. You can still keep your mask on for that as
I was
well.
gonna say, you're in your home.
Hmm.
So where's your mask?
I don't need it because we're Zooming.
Except for the parakeet. See, here's mine.
Well, I keep it in the car. When I have to leave, I have a box of masks in my glove compartment. So I always have something when I leave the house. But in the house, don't need it. So
You're free.
exactly.
Now you've been vaccinated. So do you do what I do and get halfway to the supermarket door and realize your mask is in the car?
Right. I've done that several times. Yeah.
How do you do it? Do you just kind of look around and then go back to the car?
Yes, exactly. I mean, I've been to places where I'm going to the grocery store. Matter of fact, I was going to do laundry and totally left my purse at home. So I even leave my purse and I had no way. So of course the mask will get left plenty of times. So
Yeah, but I think it's one of those things that we're just gonna have to get used to.
right.
We really have to look. It is a way of public safety.
It is. It is. And I try to, and you see people violating that, I try to tell them, look, you really need to put a mask on, I tell them myself, I know probably have no business being the mask police, but still it's like they require it. Please put one on.
But Michelle, it's funny that you mentioned that because I was at the grocery store one day and there was a gal that had her mask all wrong. And I finally worked up the nerve to say, could you please raise your mask? And we were in the peanut butter and jelly aisle. And she raised her mask. She thanked me for reminding her. And then she said, do you know where the apple butter is? And it was really cool. We talked about trying to learn each other's stories. I haven't had apple butter in years. And she was looking for her mother because it was her favorite food.
Uh-huh.
So I found the apple butter and gave it to her and bought a jar myself.
Wow.
So it's a matter of, even though we're in COVID, to be able to reach out and try to be with somebody, right?
Right.
So
what did you do? Spread it on toast, or what did you
yeah,
do
you
with
put
that
it on toast, and it's all I know is it's got a bunch of calories in it, and I quit eating because I got that other issue called COVID weight.
Yes, yes, yes. That is an issue.
I look fine from here up.
Right before this, I actually weighed myself because I refused to do it, because I didn't really want
You're going to tell me
want
you
to
lost
know.
weight?
I didn't. No, I'm actually the same. I maintained my weight, and I'm like, yes, so I'm excited. I did. I was able to maintain it. I'm really glad. Yeah, I was afraid of that COVID weight too.
Okay, so pre-COVID, you were frequently at Prime Plus,
Yes.
sharing information, and you're planning on doing that again. But I saw you the other day at our food pantry.
Yes, yes, and that was fun. And again, anytime I can get out there and serve the community, I'm there. So that was exciting, and I'll be back again.
Okay, you said earlier you were an introvert, but I don't believe that.
I am totally.
But sharing with people is so important to you, you'll overcome that, huh?
Community. It's all about community. I think I mentioned to you that I got involved with this church that actually has a large garden. For one, I love gardening. That's my outside go-to do thing. Some people like golf. Some people like, I don't know, walking, just doing regular walking. I see a lot of people walking in my community. So, but my go-to thing is gardening. And so I'm always attracted to that. And then when you told me about your garden, I had to come and see it. So the pantry was a good way to get in there to see your garden as well. But the church actually would donate everything from that garden to an actual, the mission there in Norfolk, the Union Mission. Mm-hmm. So they would actually get the food and get healthy food. And that's a big, big thing because, some neighborhoods just have those deserts, food deserts. Right. So to get healthy food in certain locations is really great. So, yeah.
Michelle, I want to thank you because your message and vitality and searching for joy is the Prime Plus spirit.
Yes.
But obviously is part of the Optima spirit too. And it's been so good talking with you that it's through that reaching out and embracing someone else. We can't do it in you can't necessarily do it in the virtual world, but the idea of really having an understanding of the people that we're with. Right. So to kind of make that move from sleepwalking to waking up,
yes,
get involved, right? Is that what I'm hearing from you?
Exactly. Yep, get involved. There's a lot to do in the community to help one another. Mm-hmm. And that was perfect what you said. Just because you guys are on Zoom, please reach out to people that that are not Zooming in or using the internet. Please reach out to them and see if they need anything, because there are some shut-ins. One of my friends, she's in Petersburg, and she told me that she was having issues going to just get her prescription drugs during COVID because things were closed and she's a shut-in. So she didn't have that normal avenue of getting to places or how she would get to places. And so she had trouble getting her prescription drugs. So it's good to be community-minded and to reach out and help each other.
Well, I'm so excited that you're going to be part of our Prime Plus life.
Yes.
Thank you.
Excited too.
Appreciate it. Well, my time is up on Zoom, but I'm looking forward to seeing you when you're here in person.
I will be there, I think, on the end of this month, actually. I'll be there the 28th, I think, or around that time period. Right. Around, yep. And then again in May.
With your table and your smile.
Yes.
Awesome. Thanks a lot, Michelle.
Thank you.
And keep in mind, stay safe and stay connected. See you next time. Thanks a lot.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.